Hi, this is Jess and Layla from Lacunaa Health, and this is our golden hour.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 deer nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the fire deer attacked. Only Derek, master of all 4 elements, could stop those boys. But when Boston needed him most, he vanished into the enchanted golden deer forest.
Season 4.
Just like that. The start of an episode. You guys prepped your questions before this?
No, we didn't. We didn't prep anything. We just talked a little bit. We're like, all right, you ready? You ready? She's like, yeah. She's like, when you get nervous, you talk a lot and you ramble. She was like, just try not to do that. Like, don't go off on a
You talk a lot?
Yeah, when I'm nervous.
I was like, keep it tight, Layla.
I'll just go on and then I'll be like, so what were we talking about?
Yeah.
So, Frank, with those windows open, is that audio going to get picked up, do you think? I just don't want to get too hot in here. So, girls.
What's up?
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us. Synchronized.
Do you guys want to just give a little background on who you are and what you do real quick before we start? I'm very excited about this because I've been on a fitness tear recently. Like, I'm getting ripped up.
Yeah.
No joke.
Good to hear it.
Did you guys fast?
So I used to do that intentionally. It was a big thing for me where I always fasted for 16 to 18 hours. But now it's just become kind of routine. I'm pretty used to it and I'll do it a lot of the time.
So you do 1 meal a day?
No. No, I usually wait because I work pretty early. So I'll work and then I'll fast till 10 or 11, maybe 12 if I wait till after work. And then eat throughout till
Layla,
till I go to bed.
Layla woke up, what time this morning? 3:30?
3:30.
She's a certified psychopath.
Oh my God.
I do that typically. Even it's the worst
What time
time.
do you go to bed?
Do you want to know what time I went to bed last night?
I'm going to guess
I don't wanna
midnight.
8 p.m.
Yeah. No, she goes to bed so early, and I'm just hanging
What
out
is
by
going-
myself.
What is going on here?
What's going on?
Because I always have to get up early. So even if I'm waking up at 5, I'll go to bed at 9. Everyone always makes fun of me. When we lived in an apartment with mad other people, and they'd all be chilling on the couch, and it'd be 8:30, and I'll be like, okay, guys, I'm going to bed, and they're all just like.
Do you just love structure? Is that it, or?
I mean, I think that I think I like structure. It's just I just have to do so much. I'm a morning person. I get all my stuff done in the morning. And I crash. After 5 o'clock, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to kind of chill.
How would you party at UNH then? Would you guys party?
Yeah, she would sleep 3 hours, go to work, and then crash later.
Yeah, I would wake up Saturday and Sunday mornings to work at 5, and I would be out until 1:30 too.
It was crazy.
Stupid.
It was so.
I felt like crap, to be honest, but I'm better now.
I know. Did you guys hit the point in the end of the year at UNH where everyone's just boozing every day, and it's
Oh my
dude,
God.
just stop it already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We feel terrible.
Even me, I don't think I went to the gym for 2 weeks, which is shameful, I guess, to say, since we're supposed to be a fitness and wellness brand. But yeah, no, I think the last 2 weeks of school, I was just no.
The UNH gym's kind of small, right?
They expanded it. It's actually massive now.
Oh, they just got a
built,
new
yeah,
one?
yeah. They built on an entire new building to it.
Yeah.
So
we have other gym memberships too. So I barely even went to the UNH gym at the end of the year.
Well, Mike, when he was up there, was working out at some other gym. Are you familiar with it? Some off-campus gym. That's where he started his channel.
Oh, Wildcat? Was he?
No. I don't remember.
It wasn't UNH affiliated.
Oh,
it was some other guy.
Yeah, I don't remember where he was doing it. I can picture the videos though. I know
actually,
what the
you're
videos
right.
look
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Did everyone know of his videos on campus? So you guys were sophomores when he was a senior?
We were fresh. I think he was a senior.
How old are you, 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
21.
24.
Yeah, I think he was because we.
Oh, actually, yeah.
So we actually had our freshman year, we actually had all mutual friends with his friends who are seniors.
So yeah, he might have been a year younger than them, but we hung out with all of them.
Yeah.
What did people think of him? They're like, this guy's just a psycho.
I mean, yeah, obviously, the first time you meet him, you're like, he's a psycho. But also, it was like sick. He would be like at the UNH gym. He would like teach classes and stuff, and everyone wanted to take them because they were like, "What the fuck? That guy's huge." Yeah, right.
No, he is always kick ass.
So I've told this story up here a couple times now, but I mean, and since I'm close with him, he's gonna be fine with this. But the first time I introduced Frank to him, we were talking about some like video project.
Yeah.
You know, Mike's like, we're gonna monetize this platform. He's like, the reach is gonna be unbelievable. He's like, you with me, Frank? And he's like sweating, and I'm like, dude, this dude's got like veins popping out of his head. And Frank was like, yeah, man, sure, we can get it done. Don't worry. I was very proud of Frank.
Nice job, Frank.
Yeah.
If you guys get any video projects done, this is your guy.
Oh, really? Good
we
to
actually,
know.
that's like a huge thing on our list of
to do.
boxes.
Well, I like the content. Who's running all the content?
Layla.
Yeah.
I like the little artsy touch on it.
Yeah, Layla's our VP of marketing over here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, you guys wear like every hat, right?
Yeah, we kind of have to. It's
You
nice.
have to.
Yeah, it's nice because we actually are wicked aligned on the things that we like. Like if she'll produce content and without me even seeing it, like it's so aligned with what I would want. So I think we're pretty good with that.
Have you guys, since you started, recognize like you each have certain strengths and you each have weaknesses?
Oh, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What would be your weakness?
My weakness?
Yeah.
I think like Layla's just way better at like the creative aspect than I would be, like just producing all of our content and like staying on top of that. Like she absolutely owns that area. I really don't touch it much.
The white filters.
Yeah, like
What's
she's
it
just
called
good
on
at
Instagram?
that.
What?
Actually, what's the name of the filter?
Oh,
'Cause you guys you got that signature
it's
look.
multiple filters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's like
you want to see my
pro.
process.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
Yeah. No, that's always been like, I've been into that since like I first got an Instagram. Like I've
Yeah.
always liked making things look like aesthetic, making things look nice. And like, that's what we were saying is we have different roles and we have different strengths, but our vision is so on point that like, we'll be on the same page all the time. Like we'll call to like check in on each other and like set goals, and then she'll be like, we should do this, and this, and I'm like, all right, I did this, and this.
Yeah.
And she's like, perfect. So like we're always kind of like on the same page and like getting things done with the same visions.
Yeah.
So you like handle all the content and you do like some of the online marketing?
So no, I mean Layla does most of the marketing, so I'm really doing like business growth and development. So I'm doing like all the admin background, like finance stuff, but then also I do like all the product designs and like make all the mock-ups in the product.
Oh, you
there.
designed the logo?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, let's go.
And it's the same logo you had the whole time, right?
Yep. So we have our traditional like logo with the triangles, but we also have like a new logo coming out with just the word Lacunaa on it that we really
These
like.
girls were extremely kind and they brought me a shirt. Thank you.
Yeah, you have to wear that.
Yeah, you can switch
Tag
your black
us.
tea into that black
Yeah.
tea.
I'll wear this in Mike's and I'll tag it in my Instagram.
Okay,
Hell
perfect.
This is smooth. Who does the
Thank
embroidery?
you. So we had we're gonna switch up like who did it, but a while
that
ago.
guy.
No, we did it online. We ended up liking it, but it was a while ago that we got like the original patches done, and it was just like an online place that we found. But now we're doing everything like through Shopify, but linking a bunch of different things. So we do it like custom copy, printful. You can kind of link a ton of different drop shippers from Shopify. So we're kind of like uniting all the platforms and just embedding it on the website.
So what happens? You order the garment or everything's via Shopify?
So we just switched that up actually. Yeah.
So we used to order.
Actually, excuse me. Sorry, I haven't even introduced you. We have the girls from Lacunaa Health here. Sorry, we're already like 10 minutes deep. Do you guys want to just give a rundown of what you do, kind of, and who you are?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So I'm Jess.
I'm Layla.
So we have Lacunaa. It's a health and wellness brand. Like our whole thing is to help motivate and inspire people to kind of be the best that they can be. And that's like around health and fitness. So it's mind, body, and soul, we say. So it's not just, going and put in work with the weights or cardio, but it's kind of just being healthy and aware in all aspects of your life.
Okay.
How was that?
That sounds pretty
That
good.
was
Pretty good?
pretty profound.
She had that
I'm about
like
to start
going.
crying.
Yeah, I know. She had that on deck. I mean, yeah, I think that
Does that sum it up? for you?
Yeah, she covered up like most of like kind of the back end of the brand. Like basically, we like to produce dope stuff. We want to really promote health and fitness in a cool, down to earth, genuine way, and
In a different way.
Yeah, and create some cool apparel, make people look sick, doing whatever they like to do.
Yeah. Look good, feel good.
The sneaks. I'm looking forward to the Lacunaa sneaks.
Oh, that'd be fresh.
Yo, we got some.
We're gonna have to
got my
compete with
York
York Athletics
yeah,
there.
York
It might be
Athletics.
tough.
Shout out to York.
Yeah.
What's up?
Isn't Dylan from New
Yeah.
Hampshire?
Yeah.
Use
So you guys have
use our
known him when you were
discount
there?
code Lacunaa.
Yeah.
$20 off.
Well, yeah, plug it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we met Dylan our freshman year and they
Yes,
were
through-
seniors.
yeah,
Yeah.
with
Through
Mike
like mutual
Oh,
friends.
so you
yeah.
guys were freshmen when Mike was a senior?
Yeah.
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 Now that we did that,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I know. But we hung out with those guys every single weekend.
I feel like it's like that at UNH. Like at my school, it wasn't really like grades would commingle. My cousin,
Really?
he lived in the Christensen freshman year.
Mm.
I had some of the craziest nights I've ever had.
I was in Christensen,
That's
baby.
where
Were you?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where
Oh
we
yeah.
met.
Shit.
We met in Christians.
And what's the name of
Yep.
the other dorm? Is it Williamson?
Williamson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're right next to each other?
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like right next to each other.
The UNH dining hall is bomb.
Oh yeah. Which one?
The one near the dorms. Those
Yeah.
two dorms.
Philly.
Philly. You guys
Yep.
washed up?
That was the best one.
What?
You guys feel washed up?
No, not yet.
I mean,
Well,
anyone
you're
from
still up
UNH,
there, right?
is,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Stillings is my favorite dining hall, and everyone that's listening to this is gonna be like, "That chick's tapped."
Yeah.
Stillings?
That one sucks.
Where's that?
It's just a small one. No, it's not.
It's behind Stoke.
I had a night at UNH once where my cousin was up there and I went to a party. I think it's Park Court.
Yep. That's a place.
These kids, they had a gecko in their apartment, right?
Yeah.
And they pinned it up on a dartboard
I'm nauseous.
and were throwing darts to purposely dodge the gecko. And I was like, you fucking kids are absolutely tapped.
Holy shit. Wait, I have
I'm
a good
scared.
story. I have a good
Wait,
story
no,
about.
I want to know where those kids are now.
Yeah.
What are those kids doing? With
Prison.
There's just no other option.
I have a good story. I'm gonna embarrass either Dylan York or Mike Rose or
Oh,
maybe
God.
both or any of the boys that live there. But they won our freshman year, their senior year. They froze a bee. They like caught a bee and they froze it.
What?
And then they froze it for like an hour. And then they tied a piece of dental floss to it and tacked it to the wall and it woke up. And so they just had it on like a leash of dental floss. I have the video.
What type of sadistic shit is this?
I know. We were like frustrated.
Wait,
We were like, what is this
Wait,
place?
they caught like a buzzing bee?
Yeah.
And they froze it.
They froze it for like an hour. I guess it falls asleep, and then it woke back up, and they had tied it to dental. I deadass have this video on my phone.
And so it woke up, it was on the string, and it just started like flying around?
Yes, no, like they had it pinned to a wall, so it was just trying to get out. I was like,
sick.
I was a
Whose idea
freshman.
was
I
it?
walked in.
Was it Mike's idea?
I probably know. I walked in. I was like, what
God.
the hell is this place?
Yeah, you're probably traumatized.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But no, it
that
was
was
cool.
just really traumatizing.
Yeah, I have the
Freshman
video though. If
year,
anyone
so
wants to
funny.
see that video, hit my line.
I'm going to ask him about that. That's the wildest shit I've ever
What
heard.
did you
He's out of his fucking mind, man.
So
So, what is the name of the pizza place at UNH that everyone goes to? They're like, dude, this is the most amazing pizza ever. But then you wait for like 40 minutes in line, and you show up, and it's like piping hot.
D-Hop.
D-Hop?
It's gotta
Yeah.
be D-Hop.
I mean, I think it's pretty mediocre.
Yeah, but when
Hey,
you're when
that
it's
could be a
like
sponsor in the future, man.
yeah, when it's like 2
Sorry,
a.m.
D-Hop. I
Yeah.
love your breadsticks, though.
Yeah, she's a
Bomb
big fan.
breadsticks.
Shout out to the breadsticks.
Yeah, when it's like 3 a.m. though, or 2 a.m. whenever they close, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's better at like 2
Yeah, I'm
a.m.
done with like Domino's. I'm more of a Domino's kind of person.
So, when you say that Lacunaa is like, you got to work on your soul, how do you do that? Honestly.
Good question.
I could use some cleansing, man. I need some help.
I mean, I think like a lot of times like that has like a negative connotation to it. Like people are all like, oh, soulful, spiritual, and it kind of gets like kind of judged upon that you're not really supposed to work on it or work on it outwardly. Like people are like, what's this person doing? Like what kind of drugs are they on? Like, so I think a lot of the times like do it. No, seriously, like I get it.
I get what you mean. Like,
I
so it's
say
like
three-
hyper spiritual.
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
3 words about the universe, and everyone's like, Layla, here she goes again. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, what, you're on IG with the motivational quotes?
Yeah, whatever. Exactly. But I think like soul is a lot of it just like looking inwards, like working on yourself inwards. So a lot of time you go to the gym to look good externally, but you don't come home and like sit with yourself for 20, 30 minutes and just like reflect a little bit. Like that's where like the journaling comes in, like meditation, stuff like that.
Do you
just
guys
like
both
chilling.
meditate?
I'm terrible. I can't, but
I
I
can't
want to
either.
be
It's
able
hard.
to.
I've been getting better, but
I heard-
still, I'll try like 3 times a week.
I
It's
heard
still
like
hard.
I heard like the richest people in the world all meditate. Like they all have that in common. So I'm like, shit. I
So
have
that's
to
just
learn
meditating.
how. I
Yeah,
have to
that's
learn
what
how.
gets Jess down.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. But I can't shut my brain off for very long.
I
I like
can't either.
try, but yeah, I gotta practice that.
Well, don't you think the gym is like kind of a meditation in a way?
Yeah.
I
It's
think,
like
I
about
think
that
what some
flow
people
state.
don't get is like connecting your mind and body is like so good for your mental.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys work out every day for
100%.
the most part?
I mean,
like
no.
we're not.
I don't
like,
think we can even lie about it.
Yeah, we're not super hardcore. I mean, I think like one of the biggest things about Lacunaa is we didn't want it to be like just for like pros and like have people feel intimidated. Like it's really supposed to be like for regular people that are just trying to find health or fitness in some sort of way. And, like it kind of ties back to like what Lacunaa means, like the missing piece. Like for us, that was like running and lifting, but for you, like it can be really whatever.
Yeah, we want to moving forward. A lot of what we want to do with the content is push stuff that's super user friendly, like that people can like. That's why we love like Mike Rosa's stuff, because he has like the at home workouts. Like he has stuff.
going on, Alien?
Swipe up, guys. It's like our favorite thing. Every time I watch it, every time I watch
does
his
that. Have
thing,
you
I
seen
love
it?
it.
It's his
I
thing.
have no clue how he does it.
You know what? Like that's what I love though. Is like I love it. I watch it and I'm like watch it 4 times. I'm like, oh, I'm swiping
you
up.
swipe
I'm
up,
swiping
swipe
up.
right up.
Oh my gosh, I swipe up every time.
It's amount funny.
But no, I mean, I definitely work out like, I mean, at least 4 or 5 times a week, and
Yeah.
like I'm on a specific program. I've always been. I used to work out like 6-7 days a week. Like sophomore year, freshman year, I was in the gym like 6-7 days a week. Like I would barely even
You're
go
lifting
out.
when you go?
Yeah, lifting, and like I would do so much stuff, and I barely even went out. Like that's where you kind of get that balance though, because I was like not
Unhappy.
Yeah, I wasn't like partying. I wasn't doing anything fun. Like I was very to myself, like very structured. Going to bed at like 8, waking up at 5, like going to the gym, like, which is fine. Like there's just a balance, and so like I'm finally getting that balance, and I feel like the balance also ties into Lacunaa, kind of the triangle aspect of it, balance. But
I like that.
yeah, so there's definitely like a good balance, and I think I'm hitting that right now, sort
Yeah.
of, between like the.
I think it's important too, like it's always different. Like in college, like yeah, we want to be up until like 4 a.m. partying, but like now that we've graduated, I was like so relieved to just kind of like start getting into some sort of routine, or like trying to find one.
It's wicked liberating when you finish, right?
Yeah.
You guys like, wait,
100%.
Yeah.
oh shit, I got like the rest of my life to make this happen.
I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
have to drink. Not that you have to drink. You don't have to do that. But I felt like
At the end of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
it's a
There's so much
Tuesday. I
pressure,
don't
yeah.
have a choice. It's like my 8th Tuesday left until graduation. I have to go out.
Everyone, yeah.
So definitely takes a toll on your body. I'm excited to, like, this summer I kind of like made a pact to myself. I'm like, all right, I can drink like 1 or 2 times a week unless it's like a vacation. But
Well, I
still.
think a lot of people have trouble with like working drinking into their fitness. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
still
it
think
seems
that's
like
hard,
so-
honestly.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to
100%.
actually do a bunch of like back end research. So like I'm on a program now where I have like set macros. Like I'm on a set sort of cycling process with my calories, and I have my own coach. Like I'm
What
a
are your
coach,
macros
but
percentage wise?
oh gosh, I don't remember percentage wise. She just bumped up my.
Are you like
my
on like a
carbs.
low carb?
No. I'm like, my body is more. I efficiently like cycle. I mean, I efficiently
You're an
metabolize
animal.
carbs.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, I work out pretty hard, and like personally on my body, like I definitely need carbs. Like low carb doesn't.
Do you guys have you tried keto?
My body wouldn't.
It's terrible. It's
Yeah,
awful.
Yeah.
I think like it's so crazy how different, like a huge thing that I'm interested in is like genetics, how different
Me too,
everyone's
yeah.
everyone's bodies are. Like some people, like keto works for them and they feel great. Do that. Like your body's obviously telling you that feels good. Do it. For me, I just don't see myself like I'm much more carb like heavy, and like I like.
You
especially
feel more satiated when you eat carbs.
Yeah, and I like quick workouts. Like I like to do like lift supersets, hit like high intensity sprints,
So
stuff
you
like
need
that.
it.
I
Yeah.
need the carbs. Like
I did keto for a little, but I made like a classic mistake. Was I did it right before I went to Europe. And if anyone's ever been to Europe, every single thing there,
It's
all the
carbs,
time
right?
is carbs. So I think I like shocked my system. So I was like counterproductive. It was fine while I was on it. But then after I was like, oh my God. So my body just was like, what are you doing after that? So I would recommend that people give it enough time, I guess, if you're going to do it.
Outside of Europe though, like was it hard for you to sustain it all?
It like was, but it made me, so I was at home at the time, so I had more access to like groceries. It's like more expensive, I will say, because you can still eat carbs, but it's in like within really like restricted increments. And then on top of that, you like, I mean, it is difficult, but you can still make little things. Like you can make like pizza crust, but it's like mostly eggs, and you might use like a little bit of like almond flour.
I know,
and
but
so
you
there's
gotta be
like
really obsessive.
Yeah,
about your diet
you do. You have to like prepare ahead of time, and it's pretty expensive to like really do it, I would say.
Yeah, most people eat like the same meals,
right,
like all the time. But obviously, there's people who are like go really in on it.
Yeah,
but, like most of the people I know that
in.
like successfully do keto and are actually in ketosis, like you got to give it time. Like guys hit ketosis way easier than girls do, and it's easier for them to stay in ketosis. With girls, it's way harder, and I don't even know if like hormonally it's like I don't know. I'm no expert.
Did you feel it when you were in it? Like, could you feel it?
I mean,
Not really, right?
Not really.
You, like, actually hit
not really. Yeah. And here's the thing, and Layla can probably speak to this more because I'm like, so I'm a business background. Layla's the nutrition, like fitness background, just so everyone knows here. So I don't.
What was your focus in marketing?
No, so I was like information systems and business analytics. Whoa. So like computers and business.
Word.
Yeah, it sounds tougher than it probably was. But
we got a tag team duo on our hands.
Yeah. No, but I will say that a lot of people with like the keto diet or a lot of other diets as well, like people practice them but not really do it right. So in that way, like your body's never actually hitting ketosis and you're just basically being unhealthy. So if you don't know what you're doing, I think that there's like a very thin line between doing it the right way and then just like mistreating your body. And I don't know if Layla has more.
No,
real quick though, for reference for anyone listening or watching, keto diet is it's a diet where you're exclusively fats, high fat, moderate protein, and little to no carbs, and so your body starts metabolizing fats as your energy source and not glucose or carbs. So it's pretty much, people use it as a way for fat loss, and some people say it gives them like a certain sense of cognition. I personally did not like it.
Yeah. Like literally I just think it's one of those genetic things. Like some people thrive on it, and that's why I'm like, do that. If like that's what feels good. Sorry. If that's what feels good for you, then do that. Same thing with the intermittent fasting. Like there's nothing specific that's like if you do intermittent fasting, like that is what's going to help you get lean. It's just the fact that it's probably easier for you to eat less calories in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, but it also provides autophagy. Are you familiar with what that is? It's like cell rejuvenation. So your body, it essentially hits like a short-term keto when you're in intermittent fasting.
Yeah, so
I think it's a lot different for men than it is for women.
Well,
though.
so I agree. Like I feel better when I do intermittent fasting, and like I like to work out in a fasted state too. Like I have really good workouts early in the morning before I eat. It's just like officially like in straight up. It's not like 100% proven. Like you get the same results whether you were to intermittent fast and whether you were to not, and you're eating the same amount of calories. Like just usually what research shows. So like some people like they'll try intermittent fasting because like they hear like certain things.
It's like a trendy,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but like if you're, I'm just gonna throw out like a 2,000 calorie diet. If you're eating 2,000 calories in a 4-hour window and you're eating 2,000 calories in a 18-hour window, it's still 12,000 calories, and you're still gonna get the same results. Is what most of the research says. I'm sure that there's definitely some things, because I think fasting in general has some like awesome benefits. Like I would love to do like a 3-day like water fast. Like people do that, and I think I
just did a 48-hour.
You did? How do you feel?
You literally feel like you're gonna die.
How do you feel after though? Still shitty?
So I've been doing like, I've cut like 22 pounds in the past like 4 months.
Good for you.
Wow.
Just being like strict, like on like a 20-hour fast, and then I've been mixing in like a 24-hour fast. You don't really notice the difference between 24 hours and 48. You just feel like you become like very just like only cognizant of things in front of you. Like you're not very stressed. You just feel kind of like a zombie.
Yeah, I believe it.
But you feel like really rejuvenated.
Yeah,
after.
I feel like I would feel awesome.
Yeah, I feel like you like, do people, I don't know if this is a dumb question, but like, do you feel like you could still work out just fasting for that long? I feel like I would be like super low energy.
So when I did it, I was like, I'm just gonna like schedule a bunch of shit for myself because I'm an animal, right? Like I can handle it fine. But you're literally just like, dude, just like the hours. You're just like watching the hours pass.
Oh
Yeah, I probably would like hit up a sauna or something and just chill.
yeah, right. Just like
You would
lay
die.
there. Yeah.
I'll drink water.
Isn't a water fast strictly just water? Have you heard of the snake diet?
No.
I have, I think, and I think that it's BS, but continue.
What is it?
You're gonna have to
It's like,
elaborate on
isn't it something to do with like intermittent fasting? But like,
It's like a fast, but you drink some sort of like
Weird.
snake water.
yeah, that's just like marketing shit.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
So what diet
Wait,
do the
I've-
Lacunaa girls recommend?
I would never. I don't think I could ever recommend a diet to someone because everyone's so different. Like I said, like I would never do keto, but just because I would never do keto doesn't mean someone else could. Like there's plenty of research showing that like for some people it's awesome. I mean,
You guys kind of paleo though, because I saw your chef page.
Your chef page?
Yeah.
no, I'm not paleo because I still eat grains and I eat legume beans and stuff. But I pretty
think-
much just eat whatever.
I think between the two of us though, we've like cycled back and forth between different options. So like I was vegetarian or like pescatarian, I guess. Technically I was still eating fish up until a couple months ago. And I just like didn't feel like I was getting enough protein for like what I was like
Did you
lifting
feel
and doing
weak?
in the day. Yeah, I just didn't feel like I just wasn't getting enough protein. Like, yeah, you can eat like beans and like
Tofu.
veggie burgers and shit, but like those are not the same macros as you're gonna be getting just by getting meat. But I still don't really do a lot of it. Like something about it just kind of like is a little bit off-putting to me. So I am trying to like mix that in, but I think like between the two of us, like you went vegan for a little bit, even like a week or something, like or a while, a couple weeks,
a month.
Oh damn.
And then dairy free for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Do you guys
right
love
before
just trying out
Italy.
new stuff with your diet though?
I used to, but I was more like I was doing it because I was like trying to solve a problem. It was never
Yeah.
really enjoyable. I was like, all right, well,
Right.
I feel kind of crappy when I eat this diet, so then I would switch it up, and then I'd be like feel crappy doing this, and like slowly like trying all these different things. I've kind of figured out like I don't eat super complex. Like I kind of eat
Basic.
a lot of the same things all the time. I just like to be creative with them. So like I was vegetarian for pescatarian. We were both for a while, and then I went to Italy. Like we both were.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's probably a mess. Was it tough to like be on a regimen there?
It wasn't though, because I you would be surprised actually, because like I'm really not that big into meat. Like I'm not that into cheese. Like just a preference wise, like not my thing. I'm more of like a sweets. Like I like sweet stuff. Like not really like cheese and like salty stuff.
But there's a lot of pasta though too, right?
Yeah, but I'm also not really into pasta.
Yeah.
So
What?
I know it's so
Are
weird.
you?
So
No, I don't remember the last time I had
Yeah.
pasta, honestly.
Like-
Are you serious?
Yeah, I
So-
don't really like rice
I
either.
ate so much seafood. I like
Not like- I
rice,
don't know,
but-
I just
So
not.
if you go to Chipotle, you skip the rice?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really like do
Nah,
it for
I like
me.
rice and beans. I like Mexican food. It's good. But no, I like
know.
rice, but
It's supposed to be good for you, but I just don't really. I'm
Rice
just like,
is?
yeah.
But I feel like
Nah, you
everything's
don't.
supposed to be good for you, then everything's supposed to be
Sweet
bad for
potatoes.
you.
I like I'd rather
Yeah.
have like sweet potato or something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
But I think it was good. And then like when I was abroad, like I didn't have a gym, so I
Yeah, that was
started
a mess.
running, and running was awesome.
In Italy.
In
Like, where,
Italy.
Rome?
No, I was like outside. I was like in the outskirts of
Whoa.
like straight up like suburban.
Was that like a
little
soul
town.
searching trip kind of?
Oh
like,
hell yeah!
Holy shit. She came back and like I didn't stop hearing about like the universe and like so even now I like make fun of her because she's super about like zodiac signs.
Oh,
So that's
what-
like
what's
our
your sign?
ongoing joke. Yeah, Layla, what's your
Libra.
sign? Tell us
Got a
about it.
Scorpio over here. Someone want to give me their zodiac sign and I'll break it down for them.
And what are you?
I'm a Scorpio, which apparently
So
is
what's that,
like-
October?
Yeah, October
October what?
25th.
Whoa.
What's your birthday?
December 22nd. So what am I? Capricorn?
Ooh.
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
So does your astrology sign match your, like, what you think your characteristics are?
Oh yeah,
But
Layla,
people
Layla
look way
thinks
too
so.
far into this
No,
stuff.
people
Oh, yeah.
like so I like to just surface touch people. Like I give them like a little breakdown of everything.
I just hate when people are like, oh my God, like, you don't get it. I'm edgy today because I'm a Cancer.
Yeah, see, I would never. Well, a Cancer wouldn't be edgy, but
Oh,
don't worry about it. I'm just kidding. No. But I like to give people. I like ask people theirs, and then I get like everything else. I kind of just give them the information. I'm like, you can choose to believe it or not, and then everyone reads their stuff. They're like, that's kind of freaky, and I go, yeah, it is kind of freaky.
I feel like you look too much into it.
You
though, right?
you definitely can look too much into it, but from
Jess
a
thinks
surface
you look too
level,
much into it.
if you look at a surface level, you can be like, all right,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think,
little weird.
I think they place them like wicked strategically, where like you even if you don't resonate with most of it, you'll probably resonate with some of it. So like people are like, oh, I could see that.
I mean, and I agree. Like, anyone can look into it and be like, oh my gosh, that is so me. But like,
that's what I'm saying. But that's also, I think, with diet too. Like, I think you can say certain foods affect you, even though it's probably placebo.
So much is placebo. So
much
much is mental.
so
It's
much.
crazy how much mental control we have over how we are as people and how we feel.
He's just clicking the cam. Oh, Frankie Films. I didn't even tell you to come up, bro. That's my fault, dog. Frankie Films in the building.
Frankie
The guru. Frank, you never tried keto, right?
No. I just eat whatever. Like, work out, like, 5 times a week.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like, it gets to, like, I remember my sophomore year when I was working out like 6-7 times a week. I was eating so much food. Like, it was good food, but I was eating so much, and I didn't really worry as much. Like, I wasn't counting calories or anything, and I was in the best shape because I was just working out and, like, eating what I wanted. And, like, some foods made me feel like crap, but, like...
How much for you guys is fitness a discipline thing?
I think
like a structure thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think, I mean, we both always talk about, like, if we haven't worked out in a little while, we're like, I feel like crap. Like, I need to get back to the gym. Like, we always feel so good. Like, if we go away for a weekend and we get back to the gym, we're like, thank God. Like, I feel great now. So I think it is, like, for us, like, definitely a stress reliever. And, like, we both, like, I think use it as, like, a stress reliever. But I mean, I definitely see it as, like, it's a discipline thing for me. Like, it's super easy to not go. Like, once you stop going for a little bit, like, if you take
everything else falls
it's
apart.
easy to, like, skip it for a while
like,
if you start
the
skipping
end of sophomore,
it.
I mean, end of senior year, like, when we were going out and stuff, you wake up, you feel like crap because you were drinking the day before. It's so easy to not go. And, like, nobody's motivated 24/7. Like, there's a point where you got to be disciplined, and I think, like, I've been seeing it with me, at least in the past, like, month, where I'm like, all right, I have to, like, I gotta do this, even if I don't feel like it, like, just get something in. And so, like, that is a discipline thing for me. The food is a discipline thing. Like, I have a nutrition background, so it's easier for me. I know what I should be eating, but, like, I still want to go out with my friends and, like, eat this and that, but, like, right now, I'm, like, since I am on, like, macros and stuff, like, I want to, like, do it. Like, I want to, like, I'll have, like, a little leeway there, but for the most part, like, I want to be disciplined with it.
Does it ever push for you guys, like, you think you're being neurotic at times about it? Honestly, though. Like, do you ever kill yourself over it?
I mean, yeah, I think, like, there is kind of, like, that thin line where you're like, okay, is it really important that I count, like, every calorie down to, like, the last one? Like, I think that some people can kind of, like, cross the line with that a little bit. But I think, like, being aware of it is definitely just important for most people. And, like, I'm not like right now on as strict of a program as Layla is, as far as, like, eating goes.
You guys need,
but
like,
it is something I want to.
You need, like, a Lacunaa program.
I know, yeah. So we're working on, you know, doing some more things around there, and we don't know if we're gonna actually do, like, fitness programs right now or, like, nutrition programs.
Yeah, let me just transition this to Lacunaa for a sec.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So we don't know if we're gonna be doing that, like, right now, but we do want to start, like, getting out there. So we've started already, like, coming up with blog posts. We're gonna actually launch a forum soon, so, like, it'll be a good resource for people to go on and either post about their journeys or their questions, and then have everyone sort of collaborate on there. So we do want to start, like, building that online community of resources for people. So that's sort of our next step.
Yeah, when we first made Lacunaa, like, when we were first going back and forth, like, before the apparel, we wanted something, like, community collaborative based. Like, that was a huge thing. We kept kind of going back and forth, kept saying that, and we didn't even know really what that meant for us. We just kind of knew, like, we liked the idea of it. And so, like, we want to definitely build up that community, and there's so many people that we know personally, but so many people we don't know yet that make amazing content that is, like, digestible for the normal person, that is, like, beneficial, that, like, we want to collab with and, like, get their information out to people, but like, let other people use their content, like, on our platforms, and, like, create our own content, and, like, really put that collaborative aspect together. So, like, we're making blog posts, but, like, getting blog posts from, like, other people and, like, aspects that they're passionate about.
Kinda.
Yeah, and, like, working out, like, there's, like, we do certain workouts, but, like, 7 other girls will do 7 other different workouts that work for them. Like, what works for them, like, telling us, like, giving us their content, like, sharing that, promoting them, not just in that, but, like, with programs, like, other people's programs that, like, work for, like, this and this, or, like, other people's nutrition guides that work this and this, or even, like, supplements. Like, we know people that are in the supplement industry, like, promoting their supplements, like, if we are down with it, like, if we like it, like, we kind of want to, like, really push that whole community aspect, which is like, I don't know why I'm pumped we're gonna be in Boston like coming up in the
Yeah,
fall. Like I think
there's
it's
a
gonna
lot.
be
Welcome.
dope.
Yeah, there's a lot of good resources.
It's
So
gonna be
Where are you guys
dope.
moving? Southie?
yeah,
Yeah.
we want to go to Southie.
Have you picked a spot yet?
We're looking at a couple right now. Yeah.
So for reference, you guys are both going to be working like day jobs, and then this will be the night hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now. We
Yes,
think.
sir.
Yeah.
Make an empire.
Yeah,
I
for
love that.
now. For now, for sure.
So do you have are your parents in business, or like where do you get some of the business drive?
Yeah. So my dad's like in business. Neither of my parents are like entrepreneurial though, so I'm not really sure like where that came from for me, honestly.
You're a boss, man.
Yeah, I don't really know why I was like driven to that. They did always say like don't work for someone else. So I guess like
It's a fact.
yeah, so just hearing that, and I think just like I think a lot of it has to do for both of us like stems with like creativity. Like I think we both like creating something new, and I kind of just want so like Lacunaa is something that's never been out there before. And for us, like that's really powerful. I think like just the fact that it's just brand new, and that's sort of like we can leave that legacy. Like
don't
on.
let up though.
Yeah.
So for reference, I started all of this at PC. We're now kind of present in the city,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there was an adjustment period
Uh-huh.
because your UNH friends aren't going to be like there.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you guys just got to force the issue.
Right.
Right. Like we're just
But
getting
honestly,
started.
I
Yeah.
got faith in you guys. man.
Yeah.
You
We're
guys
just
seem
getting
like some
started.
psychos.
We got a lot of stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff up our
Yeah,
sleeves.
no, I mean that was like our thing, kind of like going into senior year. We were like, because we had the Lacunaa idea, we were like, but we gotta push this. Like, while we have like an amazing network on campus, like we're really lucky that we have such awesome, supportive friends.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
Shout out
seriously,
everyone
shout out
who's
to them.
supported us. Thank you.
But that's what
Shout
kind
out
of
to the fans.
But so we really wanted to push that while we were on campus and like just get that market down and like really get our brand out there so like people can take it home and spread it. But like moving into the city, like we're just ready to push it. But this is seriously just the beginning. It's crazy.
Yeah. So we're excited.
Don't scare me. Well,
Get
what I
ready.
liked is you guys had Spotify playlists. That was fire.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah. So it started, I was at the gym one day and I was like running on the treadmill and I was like, damn, I do not want to do this workout right now. Like I need something to push me through. So I think it kind of started where I was running to like the choruses of these songs. So I made a little playlist. I sent it to Layla. I go, hey Layla, like what if we have this idea? And we kind of structured it first
She
with
was like, run to this.
I was
"All
like,
right,
run
deal."
to this, like try it. And I was like, all right, do a sprint during this part, like slow down during this part. And we were like, that's pretty cool. And there's not a lot of people that really have that. So we kind of started making playlists to match like different moods.
And like music is huge for both of us.
Yeah.
I
like,
think you
love
guys
music.
should, when you are moved in,
Yeah.
we should meet business outside of this, and then we should work in Boston artists to
Yeah.
your playlist.
Yeah,
Yes,
that would be
so
really
dope.
cool. Yeah, because we both like
We
music
love
is a
music,
huge,
yeah.
huge piece of like us in
Yeah.
general. So
Are you
like,
guys the AirPod gang?
No,
I don't
actually,
wanna
I'm
talk
not.
about it.
Oh, what
I
happened?
don't know. My
You lose 'em?
AirPods came with wires. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh.
Good one,
I'm
though.
just kidding. I got fake ones off Amazon for $32. They broke.
Same quality,
They broke.
They broke.
so
So
terrible.
No.
But you can lose them so easy.
I've heard that. Aren't they like magnetic though, or something? No.
Not the fake ones on Amazon. They're actually bigger too, so no one noticed. So I'm walking around, I'm like, damn, I look cool. Then as
You
soon as
feel like
one
business,
one
right?
person was like, yeah, oh, when I went to Boston for my interview, I put them on because I was lost, and I was like, well, if I put them in, I'll just look cool and look like I know where I'm going.
Walking around Boston.
I had no clue where I was, but it's okay. I was like, I got my AirPods in. Nothing was playing. I wasn't listening to any music. I went into a Starbucks and got a coffee. My AirPods were still in.
Where are you, Seaport
And-
at this time?
No, I was near like the Prudential, and
Back Bay, man.
and I went to Starbucks. I still had them in, and like didn't think about the fact that they probably thought there was like something playing, and was just going along. Got my coffee and all this stuff. I was like, I just didn't even take them out, and then I was like, I guess that's what you do with AirPods. I was like new to the. I like didn't know.
I'm not even playing music at the time.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was like, all
Swag.
right, but people just assume I know where I'm going because I got like business clothes on and AirPods, and they were fake.
Well, we could use some Lacunaa AirPods.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
I don't even know how.
If
yeah,
you guys
sure.
could have like one dream sponsorship crossover, what would you do? Like which company?
Oh crap.
Make your sales pitch, man.
Oh gosh.
I'm wondering if you'll say what. You go first.
What? You say you have an idea though.
No,
What are you
I don't
thinking?
know. Ideal sponsorship crossover, probably like professional athlete, number one, just because.
That was weak. Come on.
Really?
Man.
I feel like that would be so nasty. Like, talk about brand awareness, and we could like make clothes for them.
Well, Dylan York they just ran a campaign with
I know.
Al Raisman.
Raisman,
Yeah,
I know.
that's awesome.
That's why I feel like fresh as hell that we got a
Caught
little
those.
discount code.
Right.
So, but no, I mean, I think it's dope to be able to. I would love to do something like with people that we know, like doing an actual full-on crossover with like a local like Boston-based company like York, or another like apparel or fitness-based company like a gym or anything like that, something like high-end.
Yeah.
So like I was
dope.
thinking yo, maybe you could like do something with like the Red Sox. I was thinking at that scale.
Oh,
You know what I'm
She was
saying?
saying
I said
professional
professional
athlete. And you were like, yo, that's
Professional
weak.
athlete. Yeah. I mean, there's thousands
All right,
of those.
Boston Celtics, what's up? You
Great.
want to be
See.
sponsored by Lacunaa? Come through.
Tom Brady.
That'd be fire, right?
Yeah, exactly. Tom Brady's just
Yeah.
in trip. Right.
That'd be swag.
He's a professional athlete, right?
All right, so quick business. What's the price point on the crop tops, quarter zips?
Well,
Or actually, what are these called?
So I'll backtrack a little bit. Skirt.
Okay.
So when we first started, we got all these patches in, and we were like kind of like just throwing it on things. Like we had clothes, we would buy like stock of like shirts and stuff like that, and we were patching everything in house. So like these things, like we just got these.
They're like
and then
limited
patched them
time
on.
only. Yeah.
Like there's nothing else like this. I mean, we're gonna do similar things because like we like the style of them. That's why we put them on. But a lot of what we have is like one of a kind because we're putting a patch on it. So like this is like, it was a black sweatshirt and I put the patch on it.
Yeah, we were
Like,
kind of
things like that.
testing out styles. So we have a lot of like.
So we have a lot of
limited-
random things.
limited
But like
time
on our
only.
site right now, there's nothing patched other than our black t-shirts. Everything on our site right now is all printed. So like we have like hoodie sweatshirts, we have like dry fit, like polyester kind of material, long sleeves. Everything's fairly priced. Like
Yeah.
what's some, I
Okay.
don't even know what the most expensive
You guys
thing
are being
on our site is.
salespeople.
Yeah.
How much is it?
So it's tricky because we're about to. No, here's the
because
reason
we're
we're
gonna
switching
Beat the
over.
price.
No,
How much is it?
we're
Just
switching
tell
over.
me.
But
We're
it's like
switching
$40
over all
for
of
a
our
sweatshirt. That's
products.
mad
Yeah.
cheap. And like,
Okay, yeah, no one said it was expensive.
Yeah.
oh yeah, no,
So-
I was saying.
It's $40, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
but
which is
we,
cheap.
it's not out. Like, yeah, we're switching over our website right now, and we're launching new apparel, so that's why it's tricky. So some of the stuff you see on there right now won't be available anymore in the next couple weeks, and then we're switching over. So I think the new price points on like crop top hoodie is like $35.
Affordable.
Maybe.
Yeah, very affordable.
Especially when all your friends start making bread and they work in
Very
offices.
affordable. Good
yeah,
material.
it's hard on a college campus. Like, yeah, we have a good market, but like most people aren't going to be paying you more than like $25-$30 for a sweatshirt,
Right.
maybe.
Man, I was selling $60 quarter zips, dude.
There we go.
Damn.
But I went to
check it out.
PC and the audience is a little bit
Yeah,
different.
It's a little different
A little
there.
different. Yeah, no, we had like, because we have like baseball hats for like $25 and like they're super cute. Like a lot of people love them, but
Yeah.
they're just like, damn, I just can't do $25 right now. And we're like, we get it. We totally like, I wouldn't either.
How are
but
you getting paid, Venmo?
Yeah.
Don't tell
Yeah.
the IRS, but yes.
Well, so we were on Venmo before when we were just doing like in-house, but now we're like through the website. It just gets like automated, so you can do like PayPal, credit card, whatever, debit card.
So are you familiar with SEO? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, I want to talk to you after this then because I got this like big project I got coming up.
Okay. Cool.
We could work together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like, because I was like really interested. So like I said, I always like the media. I've always liked the content.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been really interested in getting into marketing. So I just
like your
would,
style.
I would just
think it's great.
literally be all up on YouTube, like taking online courses, trying to like figure out the SEO stuff. It's hard because we started out in like a super, like on Wix. Like we made our website on Wix. Like we're using Shopify. It's hard like to start from like a pre-made kind of template, stuff like that, to go to like upping your SEO. There's like a bunch
Yeah.
of other like little logistic things to like get into. It's like different than kind of just launching a normal website.
Like hard coding it.
Frank, here's the LinkedIn clip. Ready? We just do this because he has to like look through the whole thing. So Frank, this is the LinkedIn clip. Okay, great. How can you differentiate a fitness brand? Like, there's a million. How like do you plan on doing it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll start,
Thanks.
I guess. Yeah, good question. Let's go.
Trying my hardest.
So I think one of the biggest things is that like you see people that are kind of like professional in their area. So like someone that's wicked good at like lifting, like a power lifter, or like someone that knows like how to do yoga, like is super badass at that. We kind of want to combine all of those, and we want to do it in like a very genuine, like welcoming, like non-intimidating way. So we're out there like combining all three of these elements, the mind, body, and soul, and we're here to like deliver solutions for people and like help them find that missing piece and not be like wicked intimidating. And we want everything to come across like super genuine and kind of like mirror our journeys that we're still on.
That was an incredible answer.
Yeah, that was killer.
You guys are ready for the big leagues, man.
I'm not even gonna follow up.
Mic drop? No.
So,
She did. They just chose.
so are you guys? Have you done like projections for the business? Like, I'm just trying to figure out like how much like planning you guys do. I don't really do a whole lot of business planning ever.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to do that more. I would say we're trying to like be more like strict with that. But yeah, so we actually sat down in the beginning of the summer, since we now have time off. We're both going to start in September. So we have like 3-4 months just to like kind of go hard at this. So we actually do like have a laid out summer plan of where we want to be goals wise. So like followers, like marketing, like how much product we want to be getting out, how much we want to be spending. Yep. And so Layla like is wicked good about that. She's like been very proactive, so she'll lay out our content like a month ahead of time. So it's like pretty easy to just
You girls are on the ball,
plan,
man.
but yeah, you gotta be. But it took us a while to get there. So for anyone else that's like starting a business, like just kind of go through the motions and like do the best you can. Try to plan because it makes it easier in the time, but like things will kind of fall into place as you progress. So
Yeah, during the semester we'd have like 3 days where I'd be like posting nonstop, and then like the weekend would come around and be like, whatever.
right?
Yeah.
So like now, like if I know I'm gonna be away, I'm like, all right, I gotta have stuff ready.
Yeah. How do you plan the post? You Hootsuite?
No, I use
There's like a planning app though, right?
Yeah, there's an app, and like you can like lay it out, make sure everything's like looking good together, and like that you're not like posting too much of like one thing one after another, like and then I can just like do save drafts, and like I use my notes all the time, like typing up specific hashtags, whatever, like captions, quotes, like stuff like that I like.
It's tough. Instagram's tough, man.
It's just a lot. It's like
It's
I
fun,
hate
though.
sitting there and being like, wow, I just spent like 2 hours on my phone, like just staring into Instagram.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah.
like crazy, because then it's like I got this Instagram, I have like another Instagram, I have my own
diet
Instagram. It's just like all these
Instagram.
Instagrams, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't. Like I was trying to get into like another Instagram that was like fashion based and like music based, like on the like underground kind of style, and I was like trying to like help them out creating content, because I like to make like visual graphics, stuff like that too, like editing cool pictures and
What
stuff.
software?
It was well, trying to do Photoshop, but it takes a long time. I really want to be able to, because I do everything on my phone, but I want to be able, like I have so many, like I look at a picture and I'll see so many different things I want to do with it, and then I'm like, I just need to know Photoshop, because I just can't do it on my phone. But for a while I was really into like doing a lot of art on my phone for like fashion based, which is really cool, but I was like, I just can't with everything I'm trying to do right now. Like I can't keep doing that.
okay, but she still can. She does awesome edits even on her phone. I've seen her like workshop multiple photos, so you should check it out. I think she has a link in her personal Instagram.
Yeah, give your plug off. Where should everyone find you?
I mean, my personal Instagram.
Well, no, give the business first.
Like Lacunaa?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Lacunaa. Okay, so follow us at Lacunaa, 2 A's, Lacunaa Health on Instagram. Our website, www.lacunaa.co. Then my personal Instagram is Layla, LAYLA.saad, SAAD_.
What is Saad? Like, where are you from?
Lebanon.
Whoa.
Well, I'm not from
But
Lebanon,
your
but
family,
50%, yeah.
Dope.
Damn. Mine's J Lava. It's like, I think it has 3 A's at the end. JAYLAVAAA.
Why would I know yours?
J Lava.
And where's your family from? American?
No, well, like I'm Irish mostly, but I'm like Irish Italian, like French
Yeah.
Canadian. My last name's French, though. It's LaValle.
La Valley.
Or like French Canadian. I don't know.
Have you guys
Less exciting.
ever thought about there being like barriers for women entrepreneurship? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for instance,
100%.
my mom like I grew up with just my mom, and she's a business beast. She is. Like I totally respect any girls who start a business. It's like not as easy.
Right.
So, have you ever noticed any sort of barrier to it? Just because, like, for instance, it's I'm not personally this way, but some dudes, like, if girls traditionally present something with an idea, they won't take it as serious at first. You have to, like, really put your foot on their neck.
So 2 things off that. So, like, my mom had her own catering business. So, like, she was, like, hustling. She had her own business, like, doing all that, working hard. Like, that's what I grew up looking at. And, like, single mom, too. So, like, busting her ass on that end. So that's what I see. And, like, that's what I've always just thought. Like, I've been working, like, my butt off since God knows when. But another thing, like, not only just women entrepreneurs, but women entrepreneurs in the health and fitness industry. Like, I work at a gym, and, like, my boss is always talking about how, like, there just needs to be more females in the fitness industry, and how it's so needed, and that even guys, like, know that, like, women have a different perspective on things. We pay attention to things that guys might not.
And the health is totally different.
Yeah. And then going into the entrepreneurship, again, like, women have a different perception of things, and we pick up on things that guys might not, just like how guys might pick up on things that we might not. But I think that, like, as long as I don't think either of us are worried to be too intimidating or worried to be, like, perceived as bossy or whatever, like, I think both of us are full-fledged, like, totally down to be that way.
Yeah. And I think, like, just to chime in a little, like, on the business end, like, I think we're in a good time right now where it's, like, a great time to be, like, woman in entrepreneurship or business or whatever, like, power positions, I guess. Just because people are really starting to have that conversation, like, diversity is starting to be, like, you know, really pushed for. So I think, like, I know that there's definitely people out there that haven't felt the same way, but I feel like I've almost been pretty fortunate because it's almost, like, worked to my advantage or our advantage, because when we come out there, people are like, all right, like, these girls mean business, and, like, we, you know what I mean? It's like we are very, like, proud, and we're pretty assertive, like, as women. So I think that that's kind of been, like, a good, and we hope that like, message is, like, kind of passed on.
I think it's, I don't know how to say this without it sounds sexist, but I think it's, like, a competitive advantage because there aren't as many women entrepreneurs. So you guys, like, kind of are, like,
it's a differentiator
lone
for sure.
wolves, like.
Yeah, it's a differentiator for sure, and I think that like it definitely, like, makes us stand out a little bit more.
Who's, like, the gold standard in fitness for women? Like, is Jillian Michaels? She's not.
Nah, she spit some BS.
It depends
about the
who you
keto, right?
ask.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there's someone about keto?
She's one of the, she definitely puts up some interesting information online that I'm like, excuse me.
Layla's got, like, a crazy, like, BS meter with all this fitness stuff. I'll be like, Layla, I heard this is good for you. She's like, yeah, where'd you read that, idiot? And I'm like, so she has, like, a hardcore.
I do hear, like, I mean, anyone who, like, studied nutrition or in the fitness industry can definitely attest to that, because people come up to you with the craziest stuff and will be like, I heard that if I, like, drink 3 ounces of cranberry juice, like, 2 seconds before I work out, and then eat, like, a Pop-Tart after, then, like, I lose 10 pounds. And I'm like, where'd you read that? They're like, I don't know, I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
What about the carnivore diet? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I mean,
that might be real.
That thing's crazy. Like, I can't even imagine.
I don't even know
with it, Frank?
They only eat meat. They don't eat any vegetables. They only eat meat. Like, no grains, nothing, just meat. Like, that's another thing. Like, no one knows the long-term effect on that on a body. So it'll be interesting to study that down the line.
But they do it in the short term.
But no,
isn't it documented?
Some people have been on that stuff for like 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. The short term.
Yeah.
Apparently, people with autoimmune disorders, it's, like, really good if you have, like, arthritis or.
Right. So that's a thing there. It's like, if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
You know, but, like.
But you're skeptical.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I would never do it, but again, that's what I'm saying is everyone's different. It's just crazy to think that, like, you could never eat a vegetable, and, like, I don't know the science behind that. Like, I would love to see their, like. Their biomedical,
just get
like,
jacked.
Yeah. I think one of the interesting things, though, about, like, nutrition that makes it difficult is that, like, people have all these, like, new fads and trends they want to try, but it really takes, like, 100 years to see the long-term effects. Like, you literally have to wait your entire lifetime to see, and that's why it's, like, so slow moving, and people don't really know, like, what they're recommending. Like, they don't really know the implications. So something like that, like, you might know what's gonna happen in, like, 3 years, but, like, what's gonna happen when you're 95?
Same thing with the keto diet.
Yeah.
Like, it's still new. There's a lot of research that are, like, have some positive things, but it's still so new.
Yeah, like smoking cigs. They didn't know that was bad for you until
Yeah, like,
so
I feel
long
like
after
Definitely
the fact.
bad for
Yeah,
you.
I always
right,
yeah.
but they didn't know that for so long after the fact. 'Cause
And
it
you
took
can
like a
smoke on
lifetime.
planes. How wild.
Yeah.
How
I always
crazy
say
is
that
that?
like I have a 4-year degree in nutrition, and I feel like in like 10 years my degree is gonna just all of it's gonna be just BS. Because like even while they're teaching me stuff, I'm like, I don't even know if that's actually still true today.
Well,
Yeah.
It's
refined
always changing.
sugars seems like that's like the big deal right now.
Well,
like it's refined sugars are so bad for you, apparently.
I think what's most important is balance. Listen to your body. Like, do whatever feels good for you. It's not going to look like what feels good. Like, whatever works for me isn't necessarily going to work for Layla. This is like diet and workout. And like, just try to limit the processed foods you're eating that like have chemicals and stuff in them. Like, try to eat whole foods. Like, do all of the basic things that we know that we're supposed to do, and you'll probably find yourself being healthier and living longer.
How do you do that without breaking your bank, though?
That's a good question.
For instance, like I would love to get Whole Foods every day.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
So
me?
what I always say to people is like buy frozen. Like frozen fruits, frozen vegetables, same nutrition content. It just lasts longer, it doesn't go to waste, and it's cheap.
But it does not taste as good.
You just heat it up in the microwave. It's the same
Not
thing.
my fault. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But like you can it's the same stuff. It really, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously like I like personally like broccoli better, like fresh, whatever. But fruit, same thing. Like you just like, I mean, fruit's not the same thing, but you can put in smoothies, stuff like that. I'm just all for the frozen. Or if you buy like produce, always freeze it before it's gonna go bad. Don't throw it away. Like it just like helps you like not break the bank. And then another thing is like anything like canned, like just watch like sodium, like salt and stuff like that. You can get stuff for cheap. It's definitely really not that hard. It's just kind of like paying attention to it, and like prioritizing it. Also, like I try to spend like $60 at the grocery store, and like if you saw what I ate, you would be like, that looks healthy.
For like a week.
Yeah, week and a half, depends on how much I can stretch it out. But like frozen is definitely a huge thing. And if I buy fruits and vegetables and they're gonna go bad and I'm not gonna eat them, I always put them in the freezer.
How do I become the first Lacunaa male model?
We just got to get a photographer on site, huh? Here we go.
Frank, grab your camera.
Throw your t-shirt on. Let's go.
I'm down. We'll definitely take a picture after this.
All right, cool.
So, what do you guys want to do like coming up?
Yeah, good questions.
Don't give away too much.
Yeah, no. We have a couple things in the works right now, and like they're pretty public already. So we have a summer collection launching soon, so stay tuned for that. We have like a new email campaign, the marketing campaign going out. We also are launching an affiliate program. We're already starting to talk to people. It's called the Synergy Studio. So you'll be able to go on our website and find buttons that will lead you to the pages of all the people that like we really like and that inspire and motivate us, whether it's like protein, supplement, apparel.
Gary Vaynerchuk?
Yeah, no, we haven't had on there, but more personal, like local people that we support, like other influencers, whether it's pages, companies, people, etc. And then we're also launching.
Smart, man.
Yeah,
That's a really good idea.
Thank you. We're also launching like a brand ambassador program as well, just to help spread that. And we're going to be really pushing for like the big Boston reach here. So that's our next move.
Okay, I will tell you something about Boston. Just meet as many people as you can.
Yeah.
I think that's what I mean. I'm excited that like the like Boston health and fitness community is like substantial, but not overwhelming.
Underdeveloped.
Yeah,
Exactly, because
exactly.
it means that we're able to get in there and actually connect with people. It's not just surface level. Like we're only reaching out to you for like to get this and this from you. It's like we're reaching out because we actually want to get to know you, get to know what you're doing, why it works for you, and how it could work for someone else.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to start a gym eventually?
That would be
It'd be
so
so
awesome.
dope.
Yeah, we would love. I think we have like this. We've like talked about like we both have had visions at different times of like this ultimate like
The
health
Lacunaa
and wellness.
complex.
Yeah, like this
Legit.
literally
Like,
complex of
literally
like
dynasty.
yeah, right, like spa, store, gym, like
That'd be fire.
yeah,
Just, like, the
yoga
ultimate,
studio,
like,
yeah, like everything,
we-
like one stop all.
We bounce ideas off of each other like it's
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy how much stuff we just are always firing that it's like overwhelming because we're like, how do we even incorporate this all? But
Yeah, I think
I'd
one of the-
rather have more ideas than none.
I think one of the biggest things that we've learned, I guess, like from where we started is that like we had so many ideas going into it that we just needed to like focus on one at a time. So like,
execute,
so we're executing right now on apparel and like retail and doing that because our customers really like that. We got good feedback, but now we're kind of moving on to those other levels. So that'll be where you'll start to see like our online community start to shape itself.
Where does patience lie? Are you guys patient? Because I feel like you could just play like the long game here and it will be like big and like
Yeah. I mean,
couple of years.
personally, patience is not my strong suit. Not gonna lie. I'm
Feel
like,
you.
yeah.
Feel you, man.
I am pretty impatient with most things, but I do know that like a lot of like good things do take time. And I think as long as we're making progression and meeting the short-term goals, that we'll have patience. I think it's just important that we are hitting those smaller milestones so we feel that sense of accomplishment as we continue.
Feel validated.
I
Yeah.
think I'm like a little bit more patient. I think
Yeah.
it's good because what works well for us too is like Jess is very like, okay, let's do it right now, and I'm very like, okay,
That's
wait 1
execution.
second. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, okay, 1 second. Let's just like make sure it looks good. Okay. She's like pushing me, and then I'm kind of like, okay, wait, maybe we should do this. And she's like, okay, yeah, do it. And we just
Do you guys
it.
ever just like choke each other out though? You guys just get pissed at each other?
It's probably will come a little bit in the future,
Yeah.
but like right now, it's what's like I said earlier is like we have a very similar vision, so we can work independently and then come together, and then it comes
And
out
it's
good.
aligned, yeah.
And it's like I could just throw out content on Instagram. I can just throw out like create things, and she can just like create her own things. And
Yeah, like products.
stuff
Like
and
I'll
just
send her a
throw it.
product and she's like, "That's amazing!
I
Like
wouldn't
I
have
want to
made it-
buy
I
that."
would be like, I wouldn't make it
and the
differently.
content she puts out, yeah. So I think we're really lucky that we're aligned on that.
So where do you want to be? Like I ask everyone this. This is how I preface it. So we're like on some boss talk, right? In like 10
Right.
years. Hopefully, I have my own studio by then.
On a yacht, my own yacht.
Yeah, we'll be on your yacht.
Yeah, Jess is yogging all the way. I mean,
So where
I
where
wanna-
would you like to be?
So let me do the math here. So I'm like, what, 31?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like old.
I
No, I'm
mean,
just kidding.
I want to like, my thing is I want to be like, one, I'm successful. Like I can say out loud, like, this is my success. Like I got my ass here. And
did it
looking back,
yourself.
yeah, and I did it myself. And looking back and being like, like looking back and be like, I can't believe that 10 years ago I was ironing on patches to a off-brand
That's
sweatshirt
fire.
and selling it
That's
on
fire.
campus, and then it's turned into what it is now. That to me, just being able to reflect on that and being like, I've just made it. Like I just
Let's
did that.
go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
That's what I want. It's not tangible right now. Like there's no set
Oh, it is
what it looks
tangible.
like. Not like what it looks like. I can't
Yeah.
break it down like this, and this.
Right.
But like I just know that feeling of being like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm a boss.
Exactly.
Yeah. I echo that. I want to be like well traveled. I want to like go to a lot of places in the next 10 years. Meet a lot of people. I mean, again, I don't exactly know what it looks like, but yeah, I want some sort of sense of like accomplishment there and like owning my own thing, or whether it continues with this, like, or you know, another venture. But
Yeah, we have so many ideas.
yeah, we got a lot of ideas.
I believe in you, girls.
Thank you.
Hey, Frank. I know you got to get out of here soon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll wrap it on up. I think we should
Alright.
do one soon about just strictly diets too.
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be
so
fun.
down for
We
that.
could have people write in about like questions. It could be like Layla could be like, "Nah, that's not true."
Yeah, literally the
Like, you just
bullshit,
debunk
bullshit
every
meter.
day.
The
Right?
bullshit meter. That's what it's
Yeah,
gonna be called.
that's
We'll have a
really
little
funny.
alarm, and I'll be like, ding, 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 ding.
We just call it you're stupid. You're
no,
dumb.
no, that's what I gotta work on, because people say stuff. I'm like, all right, bear
Just
with it.
shut
Like,
up.
like I can see where they're coming from, but like, no.
Okay,
But also, yeah.
So
whatever.
listen.
All right.
Before you hit traffic, where you going back up to New Hampshire?
Yeah, I gotta get to work.
Okay, let's do this. All right, so this is how we start and end episodes. One, thank you for coming. Hope
Thanks
you
for
guys have
having
fun.
us.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
It was so fun.
Okay, you say, hi, your name, and this is my golden hour. Directly after, no break, hi, your name, and that was my golden hour. And I would collaborate between you two.
Hi, this is Jess and Layla.
I'm not going
Okay.
to tell you.
All right,
So-
we got it.
So we say it together at the same time,
I'll do the first one, and then you say the was, the past tense.
with two different names. Oh, Jess and Layla.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I'll say my name, you say yours. All right.
Frank, which camera do you want us on?
Okay. Hi, I'm Jess,
I'm Layla.
and this is our golden hour.
Hi.
Ooh, I would say we're with Lacunaa Health.
Oh, okay, yeah, good idea.
Should we just okay?
Or well,
should
hi,
I
we're
say-
Lacunaa Health. Can I say that?
Hi, we're Jess and Layla from Lacunaa Health.
Is this gonna be on here?
Yeah, it is. It
Everyone
definitely
messes
is.
it
Oh,
up.
I listened to a podcast. Hi, we're Jess and Layla from Lacunaa Health, and that was our golden hour. Shit. Supposed to say is.
Blew it.
Okay, one more. Ready? Hi, this is Jess and Layla from Lacunaa Health, and this is our golden hour.
Hi, this is Jess and Layla from Lacunaa Health, and that was our golden hour.